Would have been nice if I knew this a month ago, right? So make sure you guys take note of that. Hey guys, it's Noreen, and thank you for making it to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys who take the time to watch my videos. I hope you guys find my videos helpful. And welcome. So today I'm updating you guys on my Psych NP journey. Last time we spoke, I told you guys that I submitted my NP collaborator physician to the DEA people, and I was waiting on my registration, and then I was still waiting on Texas. So I have not heard from Texas yet, so I'm still waiting on that. I'm assuming it's gonna take a whole nother month, so I'm not expecting to hear from them until the end of the month. They reached out to me December 31st. I sent them the documents December 31st. It is now January 19th, so I'm assuming by the end of the month I will hear from Texas and I will have my license. So with that situation, I'm originally from Florida and I have a compact RN license, but they wanted me to send a letter saying, basically declaring Florida as my home so that I can get my NP license in Texas, or I needed to do an RN by endorsement application, which was going to take too long. So that's that. We're waiting on that. So the DEA, so I did submit, I got that NP collaborator on Tuesday. I submitted it on Tuesday, probably Tuesday evening. And then I want to say maybe the next day or two later, maybe a few days later, they reached out to me and they asked for my address, the address that I want to have on file for my DA. And so I used my Florida address. You can use your Florida address. That's what I used. You can use your home address, or if you don't have a home address, you can use a virtual PO box. Some states don't allow it, so you definitely have to look into that. Or you can get an office, like a rental space or something like that. You can use that address. So yeah, you have to have an address on file. I don't know. I've heard like in the past they've come to they go to your house to check and do an audit or something like this. I don't know how accurate that is now, but I also saw that they don't do that often, so just be wary of that. I really hope they don't do that. They don't need to be going to my mama's house. And I also think that's like crazy, because we're not dispensing meds at the house, so like we don't have the anyways. So that's that. So just be mindful with your address situation. So if you live in one state and you are applying for a DA in another state, you do need to have a physical address in that state, whether it's a PO box or a rental office suite or something. Just know that in advance. And so a week later, the following Tuesday morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, I received an email from the DEA saying, hey, here's your registration. So I got my DEA registration. So I finally got that, thank God. And so now I'm able to actually like apply for positions, because most positions want you to have your DEA registration. And so just really quickly with my DEA situation. So I live in Texas. I'm originally from Florida. I applied for my Texas license. They were taking too long, so I went and applied for my Florida license. Then I got my Florida license within 48 hours. And then I had to get my DEA for Florida. So when I applied for the DEA, I used my Florida NP license, right? Because that's the only license I have. But on the application, I put my Texas address. So what happened was they have different departments in different states. So my application was sent to Texas, and then somebody emailed me asking me, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get a Florida NP license or a Texas NP license? Because if it's gonna be Florida, you have to have a Florida address to match that license. So then I was like, okay, well, yes, Florida license, the Florida DEA for my Florida license. So then I had to send them my Florida address. And so then they had to send my DEA registration stuff to the Florida department, okay? So just be mindful when you are applying for your DEA registration, you are using the address in that state. You're using an address in that state. And so they sent it to the Florida department. They took a little while. I don't know the exact timeline, but I ended up I called the DEA, like that 1-800 number, but they can't really tell you nothing. It's really pointless. So then so I went and I emailed the division or whatever, and I was just like, hey, looking for an update on my application, because it was really in limbo. And then finally that same exact day, I got an email saying, oh, well, you're in Florida. Per Florida, you need to have a collaborating physician. So send us the collaborating physician papers. Send us your collaborating physician agreement, and then we will be able to process your DEA registration. I did not have a collaborating physician. This was back in December. It is now January. So I didn't have a collaborating physician. So I was like, And I didn't want to pay. When I got quotes, it was like $600-700 for a collaborating physician, and I'm not even working yet. So I was like, I don't even want to do that. And so I'm not in Florida. So I was like, well, I'll just wait on my Texas license so I can get my DEA for Texas, because if I get a DEA for Florida and then I get my Texas license, I have to get a DEA for Texas, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up having to get that DEA now. But that was my thing. Was like, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the $700 just to cough up, just to be kind of waiting around, you know, like for a maybe position. So I didn't want to do that. But I said that by January, if I didn't hear from Texas, that I was going to go explore this NP. I was going to explore collaborating physician to get my DEA for Florida, so that I could actually start looking for work. Because, you know, just with the holidays, it just wasn't ideal to be dropping that money. And then Texas, I mean, I live in Texas, so ideally I would like to work in Texas. I would like to put all my money into getting a job in Texas, but it is what it is, where Florida is just moving more quickly, so that's more ideal. So that's what I'm doing now. So come January, I decided to explore the collaborating physician thing. I found a company, NP Collaborators, and they had a collaborating physician prices about 500-ish, and that was reasonable. I said, okay, I can do 500. So I was willing to, actually I planned for that. So I had it planned that, okay, this is what I'm gonna spend. Because a lot of these expenses just come out of nowhere, right? So I planned for that, at least 500, I would do a collaborating physician for that, so that I can start working. So that was my plan, and they come to find out that NP Collaborators actually work with you. You have basically 2 months free while you're getting credentialed. You don't have to pay anything, but once you start seeing patients, they expect, that's when your payments start. So that even worked better for me. So I was able to get the collaborating physician documentation from NP Collaborators, not having to pay for anything, and then I sent that to the DEA so that I can get my DEA registration, which would have been nice if I knew this a month ago, right? So make sure you guys take note of that. So then finally a week later, I got my DEA registration, which I am very, very happy. Very happy, like very, very happy. So now what I've been doing is I've been applying to Florida positions, Florida remote positions, obviously because I live in Texas. I've been applying to Florida remote positions. You know, I've been on Indeed, I've been on LinkedIn, I've been on ZipRecruiter. Even though ZipRecruiter is real iffy, they have this little AI career advisor Phil, and he just be sending you jobs of like anything. Like, that's not my job description. Why are you sending me an NP for pediatrics or neuro? Like, I don't know, whatever. But anyways, I'm linked on all of those websites, so I'm looking for positions. I've been applying. I got of course I got a few of the, unfortunately we chose to pursue a better candidate, yada yada yada. So I think that just has to come with being a new grad, but I know some jobs take new grads. They don't say it, but they do, so just still apply. And then one of my preceptors told me 10 jobs, apply to 10 jobs a day on Indeed. And then so I'm just gonna keep doing that until I get a yes, right? But also too, what I wanted to tell you guys is that I'm also doing onboarding with these two companies, Alma and Headway. They are platforms that help clinicians get insured through, get credentialed through insurance companies. So think of like the Aetna, Cigna, and they help with like billing and all that stuff. Like they help with a lot of the administrative work. It's not like a full-time W-2 position. It's not like a guaranteed thing that they're gonna send you patients, but it is a platform where they help you get credentialed by these insurance companies, and they do all the administrative work. It's really ideal if you like kind of want to start up your private practice, but you don't really want to start on your own. But it's a great starting point, if that makes sense, because it's a 1099 position. What it is you're on this platform, so patients can find you through their insurance. So say a patient has Aetna, they want to look for a psych provider, they are able to find you through that platform, and you'll see that patient and you'll get paid through that insurance company. So like I said, I think it's ideal for someone who wants to start on the side, which would be great for me. Like I would like see patients in the evening. You can choose your availability, like maybe see 1 to 2 patients a day, get comfortable. Well, that's assuming. So that's the other thing too. It's not like a quick get money scheme. Like you're not gonna get like a whole bunch of patients overnight. At least I don't know yet. I don't think so though, from what I've seen. It also depends a lot on your location, like your city, or the city, the state you're in. So that has a lot to do with it, is like how many patients you're gonna see, or how many patients are in demand in your area. So that has a lot to do with it. But I mean, like Alma is $125 a month, but they waive the first 2 months so that you can get a feel of it. And then Headway is free. I'm sure they take a chunk of whatever you're making, right? I know Alma helps get you referrals. They help, you know, advertise you and things like that. Headway, so I know Headway wants you to get a Psychology Today profile. You have to pay for that profile, but they reimburse you for your profile for like 3 months or something like that. They want you to bring your own patients, you know, basically advertise and promote yourself. But patients can find you through that portal, through that platform and that portal. I'll tell you more about it. I'll tell you more about it with my experience. And then the other thing is too, so each one has their own electronic health record. So they come with that already. But if you want to have your own electronic health record, which I see a lot of people recommend, because if you decide to leave that company, you will lose your health records. And if you get audited, you want that stuff, right? So I know there's like one called Opti Mantra that I know is very popular. It's like $100 a month, but I know you get a discount with Headway. And there's another one, it's like an e-scribe. So Opti Mantra is like you have the e-prescribe thing, and then it's the health record all together. So that's why a lot of people do it, because it's like all together and it's yours. The other thing that, so I know that's one thing that we need. You need a private number, which is actually interesting. Like you can get like a Google number. And then you have to create your Psychology Today profile. You have to create a profile on both platforms as well. So that they can find you. You know, you get to pick, and while you're going through all this, you're picking what you want to treat. You're like anxiety, ADHD, depression, bipolar. So you can pick the stuff that you're comfortable with. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. But I really do like the fact that it's kind of like on your own pace. I've seen new grads say that they liked it. So I think it's a good way to get into it, get some experience, get your feet wet, get your experience, and then hopefully land a W-2 job, because as we know, the job market is a little tough. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to tell you guys. Oh, so the other thing is too, so to sign up with Headway, you have to have your license, you have to have your certification, and you have to have your DEA. That's even to just schedule a call, because you have to schedule a call with their I don't even know what they're called, the people that tell you about the program or about their platform. You have to schedule a call, but in order to do that, you have to have all of those 3 things. And then after that, you have to have your malpractice insurance, you have to have your collaborating physician. All that has to be in place in order for you to start onboarding and getting credentialed. And remember, I told you guys credentialing take 30+ days. So hopefully it's like within 30 days, right? So I can start sooner. And so that's a requirement for Headway. For Alma though, if you have your license and your certification, you can actually start onboarding with Alma. But I do think they expect you to have your DEA at some point before you start working. But if you don't, I'm assuming they'll probably like just filter it where you won't see like ADHD patients and you won't be prescribing controlled substances. I'm assuming, I don't know, because when I signed up with Alma, so yeah, when I signed up with Alma, I did not have a DEA, but yeah, they still took me and started the onboarding and the credentialing. So again, Alma does charge $125 a month, but I've heard it's worth it. I heard they help you get referrals and things like that. But again, it depends on your state and your location. And then the same thing with Headway. It's like a mix up. It depends on your state and your location. So we should see. But again, it's not passive money. It's not overnight money. It's a lot of waiting, a lot of setting up. You do have to get everything in order. But I do think it is a solid way to start off your practice, you know, while we're really just trying to get things figured out. So yes, that's what I'm currently doing. That's what I have going on. Now, if you're interested in joining Alma or Headway, you can join by my referral links down below, okay? And just make sure you guys have the required stuff. For Alma, you just need your license and your certification. And then for Headway, you need your license, certification, and your DEA to just even schedule a call with them. And then also to you eventually you will need, oh well, Alma too, you need to do your they asked for my malpractice insurance, so you do need that as well. And then you need the CAQH account, that's free. Then you need your NPI number, that's free as well. So those are also things that you guys just take note of. Those things you just go on, you set up your account, it's very simple. But yes, if you guys are interested in joining these platforms, I definitely recommend it. I will definitely continue to tell you guys about my journey, let you guys know what's working, what's not working, how things are going and things like that. But hopefully everything goes well. So if you guys decide to join, make sure you guys use my referral code. They will be linked down below. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on right now. So let's see how long this process takes. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. Hopefully it'll be like shorter so I can start seeing patients. Ideally, I think I would probably just see patients in the evening, and just kind of take it from there. Start off low and then increase slowly. But we'll see. Hopefully it's a great caseload. So I don't know, but I'm excited though. I'm so excited to finally be moving along this journey. I know it's like, it seems like a lot of bumps in the road and everything like that. It's discouraging, but everybody literally says that it's worth it in the end. So I'm just staying optimistic, looking forward to the end, and just excited to actually be going through this journey and actually, you know, experiencing this and then seeing that there is light at the end of the tunnel eventually. So yeah, that's where we are. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check my referral links down below. And if you guys have any comments or questions, or if you found this video helpful, please let me know by leaving a comment so that I can continue to make these videos. And yes, thank you guys for watching. Oh, also too, if you're like a student, don't fret, okay? We're gonna get through this, okay? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to guide you guys, let you guys know about my experience, let you guys know about my mistakes, let you guys know what's working for me so that I can help you guys have a way better and smooth journey, okay? So thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.